Part's gonna be tough. Daniel Rorborough, 15 years old. Sean Graves, 15 years old. Lance Kirkland, 16 years old. Michael Johnson, 15 years old. Mark Taylor, 16 years old. Rachel Scott, 17 years old. Richard Costado, 17 years old. Anne-Marie Hochhalter, 17 years old. Cassie Bernal, 17 years old.
Their voices are louder than gunshots.
I'm missing a day of school because 17 kids are risking the rest of their life.
How many more? And I've listed school shootings from only 4 schools, and I've managed to fill out my full page with names already. There's so many more.
Stephanie Munson, 17 years old. Brian Anderson, 17 years old.
So, my name is Ben McEwen. I'm a senior, and I would like to thank everyone who came out today. Organizing a walkout is a lot easier when you have a group who believes in the same things that you believe in, and who are supporting you and pushing towards the same goals. Those goals, they include the end of school shootings, the end of gun violence, legislative action, and a better awareness of these issues. 19 years to the day since Columbine, and I'm shocked that we still have to fight for this issue. Because it doesn't make any sense.
And I'm Wilford Grospeach. I'm going to keep this speech punctual and focused on our platform, which was voted by organizing students of the walkout to be 1. Universal background checks. 2. Allocate more funding towards the research of gun violence. 3. Enforce mandatory waiting periods after every purchase of every type of gun. 4. Do not arm our teachers. 5. Better reach out to marginalized and cast-off students to create a better school environment. And 6. Reform our mental health care system.
My name is Lucas Hunter. I'm a senior at Oconomowoc High School. Me and all the other students here are walking out because we believe that something needs to be done about gun violence in America.
My name is Leah Rodewald. Like many of you, I walked out in March to remember the lives of the 17 students that died at the Parkland shooting. After the walkout, I expected there to be some controversy, but I didn't expect some of the grown adults in our community to respond to it in the way they did. They called us underinformed, lazy, entitled. We're not underinformed when our platform speaks for our research. We're not lazy when we stand up for what we believe in, and we're not entitled when we fear for our lives in the very place that we should feel safest. We're beginning to question our sleepy status quo town, and we want to hold our representatives accountable for our safety and the concerns that we have about it.
My name is Matt Lowe. I'm the chair of the Waukesha County Democratic Party. So today's rally should not just be about schools and gun violence, but gun violence as a whole. And how we can rise above that and work our way toward a better society where enough is enough. We have the power to change it. We have the power to stand up to candidates and to elected officials and say that if you stand with the NRA over me, we will vote you out. If you stand against universal background checks, we will vote you out. If you want to arm our teachers, we will vote you out. If you don't support cooling off periods and waiting periods for gun purchases, we will vote you out. If you don't want to reform our mental health care, we will vote you out. If you do not stand with students and you don't stand for gun reform, you don't get our vote, and we will vote you out in November.
So my name is Kareem Pennybaker. I'm the Everytown Survivor Fellow for Wisconsin. I'm the Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense in America volunteer, and I'm also a proud Wisconsin Anti-Violence Effort board member, and I'm also a gun violence survivor. I stand here in honor of my beautiful mother, Joyce, who took her own life with a gun before I was even 2 years old. She never got to see me grow up into the man that I am today. Far too many families from Columbine, Virginia Tech, Parkland, Aurora, Sandy Hook, and families of everyday gun violence won't be able to see their kids grow up as a result of the deadly epidemic of gun violence.
We are going to give Melissa Winker a chance. She just announced her candidacy for District 38, which includes Oconomowoc for the State House yesterday.
Enough is enough. The last survey that was conducted said 94% of people agree that universal background checks should be part of our legislation. Why aren't our representatives listening? Who are they listening to? It's time. I really encourage you, and I will repeat the wonderful voices that have come before me. We need to mobilize your voice. Talk to people, talk to your friends, talk to your representatives, know what they stand for. Common sense gun reform, it makes sense, and it's time.
Please welcome Mandela Barnes to the stage.
So as Karee took the stage as a voice for his mother, I have to take the stage as a voice for so many of my own friends that I lost. Just as short as 2 months ago, one of my best friends was shot and killed in Atlanta. I believe it was a robbery attempt. When I was in high school, my freshman year, I lost one of my good friends. My freshman year, my sophomore year, lost another. And this cycle continued for so long, and it seemed like every year we would end up losing another person. And for so many of these instances, they were right place or wrong place at the wrong time. This is a moment like no other, because I wish that I could have gotten my classmates to show up and do something like this, to make a statement, to make a positive statement. And I'm proud of this generation for being the ones to make it happen. Because if it doesn't happen with you, I'm afraid that it may never happen.
Patty Nielsen, 35 years old, and Coach Dave Sanders, 47 years old. Remember them. Remember their sacrifices. May the souls of these children and adults be eternally blessed. It is our duty now to give thanks to their amazing families for bringing them into our world, and remember their final acts. Acts that may have shattered our hearts, but reminded us again of the good and great in humanity that they exemplified in their lives and in their untimely passing. May whatever higher power you believe in bless each and every one of us. And in this blessing, may we be led toward a path where mercy, compassion, and peace guide our very hearts and souls. Thank you. My name is Karee Pennybaker, and I am my mother's voice.
It says books, not bullets, and on the poster is the names of many school shootings that have happened since the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting in 2012.